TV8.
Now the oldest person that we know buried is right next here, Mr. Blackman. He was 105 years old when he died in 2003. We met him, and he had lived a large part of his life in Venezuela, but returned to Barbados for a few years before he died.
Tales from the Tombs on CBC TV8 and on the internet via the World Wide Web.cbc.bb, Sunday at 7:35 p.m. Eastern Caribbean Time. Tales from the Tombs.
Tonight's business report is brought to you by the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, where you belong.
A visiting economics professor says it will be the responsibility of management and labor to supply the ingenuity and skills that will allow new firms and industries to prosper in the global economy. Professor Jay Mandel of Colgate University made the remarks as he delivered a lecture on the topic responding to the crisis toward a more modern Barbados economy. It took place at the Roy Marshall Teaching Complex at the University of the West Indies, Cayfield campus.
Barbados is too small to create a learning society if production is confined to domestic consumption. The scale economies required by modern technology can only be attained if firms export their products. The problem is that an industrial policy targeted to already established businesses could be an exercise in frustration. It is far from clear that the private sector, as currently structured, is capable of moving into industries that can become profitable with sales in global markets.
He says in order to achieve the changes required, a fresh approach will have to be taken.
Aside from tourism, the country's business people and labor force have little experience in competing in global markets. At the moment, there are probably not enough managers and business executives willing and or able to undertake the new initiatives necessary to propel Barbados successfully towards modernization. It is therefore likely that for Barbados to become a learning society, a new stratum of entrepreneurs will have to be cultivated.
The benefits of geographical indications, or GIs, for businesses in Barbados and the Caribbean region are being explored at a 3-day workshop that got underway today at the Divi South Winds Resort. The event is being jointly hosted by the Caribbean Export Development Agency, the World Intellectual Property Organization, the CARICOM Office of Trade Negotiation, and the Inter-American Development Bank. It is also looking at the area of origin-linked products and branding. Representative of the Office of Trade Negotiation, Malcolm Spence, says the 4th workshop is a follow-up to an agreement between CARIFORUM and the European Union to address the issue of protection of GIs in the Caribbean.
The CARIFORUM group has provided the Europeans with a number of products that we think may have some potential as origin-linked products that can be protected with GIs. But unfortunately, within CARIFORUM, because we have not used this business tool effectively in the past, we have been a little slow in identifying the specifications that might be necessary to submit applications for protection.
Here is a look now at how the stocks traded locally and regionally.
The Barbados Public Workers